All right, we here to break down some of the best plays of Week 7 in the high school football season. Look at that dime right there thrown by Christian Ware, the number one quarterback in the class of 30-20. Dude right up in his face, stepped up in the pocket and threw a dart, man. And he hit Cuz right in stride. Look at this. That's why he got in the end zone. Andy Rivera, the number one running back in this high school class. Man, this dude is a beast. We've been showing him all season long because he's been making highlight plays all season long. He got the quickness, the toughness, the speed. This dude has it all, which is why he's the number one running back. And he can run some damn good routes, too. This dude can line up as a slot receiver and be extremely successful at the next level. Right here, we got Justin Carter. Look at the subtlety of his route running, man. Stopping on a dime to beat two dudes in coverage. They tried to lean that safety over top, but it wasn't going to work. He just that good. And next, we got Cole Schmidt. Look at him smack Cuz right there. He saw, hey, bro, he leveled him. Jeff Dunn, one of the most underrated players in the country. This dude is a 3-star with 5-star talent. The only thing about him is he's 5'5", but this dude is a beast. Great pick. He's a middle linebacker, bruh. Mike Harley. He just threw him out the club. On the number one team in the country right now, Miramar. Look at Mike Harley. Threw him out the club. Right here, we got Mike Leonard. Just unbelievable route. Yeah, he did have one-on-one coverage. Yeah, he could have gotten the end zone if he was a little bit faster. But, bro, look at him. He shook Cuz out his shoes. Yeah, I don't know why he jumped right there. He would have been better off to keep running. But, I mean, it is what it is. This dude, very good route runner, very quick. Look at this catch right here, man. Anthony Peterson. This is strong hands. Strong hands right here. In double coverage. Just watch this. Made a quick move. And he just gonna moss him. Big time catch. Aaron Collins, one of the top receivers of 5 stars. He just ran right by him. Just look at it. And this is a very fast corner. This corner is extremely fast. Good player. Right here we got Ian Vaughn. I love this play right here. Very instinctive in coverage. Right here, we got Eric Williams, man. Look at this play. Just look at this play. Bah! Smacked him. Had to redirect and just laid him out. Watch one more time. He about to lay him out. All right, for Week 7, we're not going to break down all the games, but we're going to break down the most important games, the top 25. First off, DeMatha, Memphis University. DeMatha just creeped up in the top 25. Did themselves a good job, 131-21. They 3-1 right now. St. Francis, we saw this game on the channel. Andrew Rice shut down Moeller, man. He was unbelievable, dominant. The defense was dominant. They won 21-3. John Curtis Christian and Archbishop Rummel, a big-time matchup out of New Orleans, man. Rummel was on the losing end. John Curtis Christian, they ranked number 3 right now, 31-24. They won that game. Hoover, South Panola, man. This was a very exciting game. Everybody expected South Panola to win, but they took that L. Hoover won 35-33. Still in Alito, another big day from Christian Ware. The 5-star quarterback, he's unbelievable, big-time talent. They won 41-10, smacked Alito out the frame. They 0-5, they terrible. DeSoto and Trinity, DeSoto 45-10. What a smacking. They smacked them around like it was nothing. Duncanville and Damascus. Damascus out of Maryland came down to Duncanville. Duncanville put a whoop. Well, they didn't really put a whooping on them. But, I mean, the score was a little bit deceptive. They was in control the whole game. Damascus got some garbage time touchdowns. But, yeah, 38-35. The Texas Powerhouse is still ranked in the top 25. St. Xavier and LaSalle. Man, big-time Cincinnati matchup. Xavier smacked up LaSalle like it was nothing. 49-6. That's crazy. Xavier 5-0. Watch out for him. It could be national title contenders. We'll see how the rest of the season unfolds. Miami Central and Apopka. Apopka, around the Orlando area. Miami Central, Miami, Florida, Miami Central handled their business 41-23. Miami Northwestern, man, 34-20 against Armwood. Another good showing from the defense. Big time players on the defensive side for Miami Northwestern. A lot of athletes, a lot of talent in the state of Florida in general. Mission Viejo over Mater Dei. Very exciting game. I love watching this game. Mater Dei was undefeated, number 2 in the country. Nobody could beat Mater Dei. Everybody was scared of Mater Dei. Now Mission Viejo, Jeff Dunn, and the defense, they stepped their game up, won the game. Trinity Christian versus Miramar. Miramar, this was so shocking. Miramar was the number 1 team in the country. Everybody thought they was like that. Everybody thought they couldn't be stopped. Mike Holly did have a couple good plays in this game, but other than that, Trinity Christian just blew them out the water. It was crazy. 42-14. You're the number 1 team in the country. You get blown out like that, man. Colerain Hobon. Very exciting game. Another big-time Ohio matchup. Colerain ended up on top. This was a back-and-forth game. Colerain ended up winning on the last play of the game, 42-38. Very exciting game. St. Edward and Pickerington Central, man. St. Edward, they looking good so far. Pickerington Central, they was ranked a little bit higher, but man, St. Edward looking good. They was in complete control of this game. Pickerington Central, they never really had a chance. St. Thomas Aquinas and American Heritage, man. 2 of the biggest teams, probably the most popular high school football teams in Broward County. Man, this was crazy game. Aquinas had full control. It was nip and tuck in the first half. Aquinas pulled out. And, hey, they number 6 in the country right now. They got as good a chance as anybody to win a national title this year. Long Beach Poly, St. John Bosco. Another Southern California matchup. Very entertaining game. Poly came out on top 31-28. Poly, they ranked number 22 right now. Hey, they 4-2. And now let's break down the top 25. I don't think Spanish Fort is the best team in the country, but they got the best resume right now. Say 5-0, they number 1. Capel, man, they number 2, 5-0. They got a Lido this week, but yeah. John Curtis Christian, 5-0. The good team, very good team. They beat Rumble this past weekend. This is one I do have a little bit of complaints with. They number 4 right now, but I think St. Francis, maybe it's because of the offense or whatever it is, but man, you can't tell me they're not a top 2 team in the country, man. That defense is lights out. They ranked number 4 though. They still got a chance to win the national title. They played some good teams. They got a good team coming up this week in Aquinas. Hey, we gonna see how good they really are. Allen, number 5 in the country, 5-0 right now. Allen doing big things so far, trying to return back to the dominance they used to be at. St. Thomas Aquinas, they was 5 last week. They number 6 this week. Mater Dei, they took that L to Mission Viejo. They were number 2. They number 7 right now. Colerain, they were number 9. They number 8 right now. Hey, still in the top 10. Still led by Christian Ware. They were 13 last week. They number 9 this week. 4-1. Mission Viejo, we're number 16. Beat down on Mater Dei. They number 10 now. Archbishop Rummel, they number 11. They were 7 last week, but they lost to Curtis. Cedar Hill, very good team in Texas. They were 14 last week. They number 12 this week. Miramar, shocking game. They were number 1, got blown off the field by Trinity. And, hey, they number 13 right now. St. Ed's, man, they were 15 last week, 14 this week. Not really too much of a change. 4-1. Miami Northwestern, 6-1. They were 17 last week, 15 this week. DeSoto, undefeated. 24 last week, 16 this week. They stay undefeated. They play against some of the top teams in Texas. Hey, they could be in national title contention as well. Just don't sleep on them. South Panola, man. They were number 6 last week, number 17 this week. Hey, we gonna see what's gonna happen. But, they took that L to Hoover. But, hey, let's see if they can bounce back. They play against Mater Dei this week. Duncanville, 20 last week, 18 this week. Miami Central, 21 last week, 19 this week. They 4-2. St. Xavier, unranked, but they undefeated. Got a very good team, 5-0. They number 20 right now. Just watch out for them. Wayne, 23 last week, 21 this week out of Ohio. They 3-2. Long Beach Poly, 25 last week, 22 this week. They beat Bosco. They 4-2. Pickerington Central, 4-2. 19 last week, 23 this week. They took that L to St. Ed. And Thompson, unranked last week, 24 this week. DeMatha, unranked last week, 25 this week. Very storied high school, 3-1 right now. They got Southeast High School coming up this week. You know, they should blow them out the water. Ain't really a good team they about to play against. But, hey, conference schedule for them is about to start ramping up. So, hey, they got to challenge the rise up in the ranks. And now let's break down some of the stat leaders so far in this high school football season. This is all sorted by quarterback rating. Right now, you know, number one, to me, in my opinion, the best quarterback in high school football right now, Christian Ware. Even though he's 5'11", even though he's 200 pounds, this dude, 1,400 yards, 15 touchdowns, 2 picks. What more can you ask for? Jason Barclay, St. Xavier. This is the reason, this man right here, this is the reason why St. Xavier is rising right now. 16 touchdowns, 1 pick, 1,500 yards passing. That's crazy. Ryan Taylor, he's injured right now. 1,100 yards, 14 touchdowns, 3 picks. Amir Humphrey, 1,000 yards passing, 10 touchdowns, 1 pick out of Washington, D.C., Gonzaga College High School. Noah Austin, Miami Central, 9 touchdowns, no picks, 800 passing yards. Doug Cruz right now, 20 touchdowns, 2 picks. That's crazy, 1,300 passing yards. Albert Bowie, 19 touchdowns, 4 picks, 1,400 passing yards. Warren Jones, St. Francis. This dude is a sleeper. I heard some rumblings. He might reclass, but, you know, he's supposed to be class of 3021. But I really like this dude as a prospect. 13 touchdowns, 2 picks, 1,600 yards passing. Daniel Bobo out of East St. Louis, 11 touchdowns, 3 picks, 1,400 yards passing. And you see some more of these other guys is putting in the work so far this year. And them and their team is receiving benefits for it. Rushing leaders so far in this high school football season. We all know who leading the pack. Andy Rivera, the number 1 running back in high school football. The number 1 running back in the class of 3020. This dude is a beast. 949 yards. I think they played 7 games so far. 7 yards per carry, 9 touchdowns. This dude's putting up numbers. Bo Cox, 777, 6.6 yards per carry, 8 touchdowns. Brian Hawkins, 753, 8 yards per carry, 6 touchdowns. Antoine Sanders, 741, 5.7 yards per carry, 4 touchdowns. Scott Beverly, 707, 5.8 yards per carry, 9 touchdowns. Jake Turner, 703, 6.2 yards per carry, 4 touchdowns. Maurice Taylor, 684, 5.9 yards per carry, 7 touchdowns. James Daly, 682, 5.8 yards per carry, 6 touchdowns. Chauncey Sanders, 679, 6.5 yards per carry, 6 touchdowns. Zach Allen, University Lab out of Baton Rouge, 677, 6.7 yards per carry, 3 touchdowns. See, a lot of these guys, they putting up some numbers so far this year. So, a lot of good running backs in high school football. You know, right here, these are some of the receiving leaders. We're going to have this sorted by receiving yards. Aaron Collins, 763, putting up crazy numbers. 19 yards per catch, 9 touchdowns. Brian Sanders out of Lakeland, putting up numbers too. 696, 19.3 yards per catch, 7 touchdowns. Jesse Coleman, Emotep out of Philadelphia, 675, 14.6 yards per catch, 4 touchdowns. Dan Young, Soldotna, out of Alaska, 669, 18.5 yards per catch, 5 touchdowns. Bo Jones, 663, 23.6 yards per catch, 7 touchdowns. This dude got some burners on him. 23.6 yards per catch. Bro, that's video game numbers. John Harrison, 656 yards, 15.6 yards per catch, 6 touchdowns. Warren Morris, 641, 17.3 yards per catch, 7 touchdowns. Lawrence Simmons, the number 1 target for Christian Ware, 634, 17.6 yards per catch, 11 touchdowns. Danny Brown, 631, 17.5 yards per catch, 6 touchdowns. Joel Bowman. This dude's a beast. Pretty sure he's a 4-star recruit. 6'12", 17 yards per catch, 3 touchdowns. See a lot more guys putting up numbers all over. Maurice Nelson, 530. Albert Young. You see all these guys putting up numbers. Now, defensive. Leader in the country in sacks so far. They 2 teammates, Eddie McDaniel, John Thomas. These 2 dudes play for St. Francis. And yeah, I know they got good coverage, got good DBs on the back end. These dudes get the rush for like 9 seconds. Yeah, I understand it. But 2 dudes with 9 sacks throughout 7 games, that's crazy, bruh. That's crazy. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Kyle Everson, man, out of Allen High School, 5.5 sacks. Donovan Mitchell, another St. Francis Panther, 5 sacks. Man, these dudes are putting up crazy sack numbers. Yeah, I know they play a lot of 2-high safety. Yeah, I know they got some good DBs. But yeah, this is crazy. Brandon Foster, 5 sacks. Patrick Heffernan, 5 sacks. All these guys got 5 sacks. Ryan Davis out of Wayne in Ohio, 5 sacks. Danny Johnson, Mater Dei, 5 sacks. Matt Mueller, Northwestern, 5 sacks. David Turner, Mater Dei, 5 sacks. 4.5 Carolina. It's a lot of dudes getting sacked so far. Right now, Kevin Robinson out of Bingham in Utah, 5 picks so far, leading the country. Ian Vaughn, who we just covered earlier in this video, 5 picks. Hey, dude putting up numbers. These Florida boys getting picks. Will Cannon, Mallard Creek, North Carolina, 5 picks. Thomas Seymour, St. Ed's, 4 picks. Brian Blankenship, St. Francis, 4 picks. Joey Battle, Bishop Gorman, 4 picks. Kelly Stevens, out of Wise, 4 picks. John Dukes, 4 picks. St. Francis. See, St. Francis, a lot of their players, they got similar numbers. That's why the defense is so good, because all of them eat. Andrew Rice, probably, in my opinion, the 2nd best corner in the country. That's debatable. You can even debate it with Brandon Harper. He might be the best. 4 picks for Andrew Rice. This dude's a beast. 6'3", 185. Bro, this dude can do it all. Bob Brown, 4 picks. Some of the other dudes getting a lot of picks so far this year. If you want to be included as a character in the Reason Sports Network universe, then this is the video for you. In the Reason Sports Network, we make content for high school football, college football, and the NFL. You can be a character in our series and see yourself evolve from high school to college to the pros. If you want to be a part of this, then fill out the form that's in the description. When you fill out the form, make sure to choose only one level of football. Choose either high school, college, or the NFL. If you choose multiple levels of football, then I will select the smaller level. For instance, if you choose a high school and a college team, then you will start your career in high school. If you choose a college and an NFL team, then you'll start your career in college. If you start your career in the NFL, then you'll start off as an undrafted free agent. Anyways, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for filling out the form and wanting to be part of the Reason Sports Network, and enjoy the content.